conceptuals. A very good evening to all of you who have joined me on today's evening, wherein we are continuing with our math exercise. In yesterday's class, we covered the addition snake game, and today's class, we're going to start with subtraction snake game. To have a quick recap of what was addition snake game, what is addition snake game? Can anybody tell me? What was it all about? Come on.
It's all about addition,
Mm-hmm.
number addition, and it looks like a snake.
Okay. What looks like a snake?
Tens build,
Uh-huh.
and tens bar.
Mm-hmm. Tens bars look like a snake. No, you can't say
Not.
that way. Okay, so addition, snake game, and Montessori is a math activity. See, use your words appropriatively how you're going to narrate a sentence. Why is addition snake used for? What is addition snake, first of all? Ask questions like what is it? How do we use it? Why do we use it? Then you get your answers. When I ask you what is an addition snake game, you have to say it is a Montessori material used to help our children to work on the math activity. Why do we use that? To perform or to practice addition for children. Thereby, children would understand the number combinations, correct? So what happens here? So you will have what materials you use. Now ask the next question. What materials you use? We use materials that is bead bars from numbers 1 to 9. That is our colored beads, right? Every number is represented by a different color. Why do we represent every number by a different color? So that it is easy for all of us to recognize. Then do we have our black and white beads? Yes. Why do we have our black and white beads? Ask a question.
Yes.
When I ask a question, it is to replace the
Golden.
snake, right? Whatever is the combination that we did when we got a count of 10, we got to replace. So this is an optional one. And we have a control card to check our answers. We keep our empty tray. Wherever we have to have a replacement, we're going to be replacing that with it. Now, what is my objective? What do I do? I create this sequence of beads in the form of a snake. Lipika, this has to be your sentence. You can't say I'm going to keep my bead bars in snake. No. You have to create a sequence of bead, not the tens bar. Beads ranging from 1 to 9. You've got to be specific, especially when we ask questions in Viva. This is what we look forward for. Correct, Lakshmi? So we have to keep sequence of beads from 1 to 9.
1 to 9.
Yes. And how do you set it up? In the form of a snake.
Next.
Now, what do you do now? You start adding the beads which is in the form of a snake until you receive the sum of 10. Once you receive the sum of 10, what happens? You got to exchange those 10 beads with what? With?
Black and
golden bead bar.
With your golden bead bar.
gold.
Now, if there is anything which is as a remainder, you got to replace that or exchange that with what colors? Black and white colors? Yes?
Black
now
and
you
white.
will,
Black and white.
Yes. Now you will continue the snake by adding the beads what you exchange them for black and white. Now you will continue until you get the sum of 10. Repeat the same. Self-check with all the beads, whatever you replaced it with your tens bar. Agree? So
Golden.
this is what we learned in our snake game. Did we have benefits? Yes. It allowed our children to see how visually the numbers were getting added. So it is like a visual learning material. So it has got a lot of hands-on exercises which helps your children to learn through the tactile learning. It's a game kind of a thing. Okay. It's usually used like a game. If it's confusing at the beginning, don't use it. Use with first smaller numbers like 2 plus 3 is what, 3 plus 5 is what, then 2 plus 3 plus 5 is what. Go with the smaller add-ins and then you can give them a bigger number. So now we would move to the next material that is called your subtraction snake game. Everybody write it. The next material that we're going to be using is our subtraction snake game. Why do we use subtraction snake game in our classes is the next thing that we need to be understanding. Just like how I had my addition snake game, I would also be using my subtraction snake game in my learning. Okay. Now, did you notice this material has something extra? Correct? What does it have as an extra thing? Do you see the silver color beads there? We also have silver beads there. We have the black and white beads. We have the color beads. We have the golden beads. Sometimes instead of the golden beads, you can also have silver beads. If you don't have a proper subtraction material, you can still use it as a replacement. But usually we can also use a silver colored one. So what is Montessori snake game? If somebody asks you the question, it is a math activity which helps our children to learn the concept of taking away or to reinforce the concept of subtraction in a very engaging way. So what is my material required? Can you see what are the materials required? Do I have my color beads from 1 to 9? Say yes, no.
Yes.
Yes. What is the next thing? Do I have my golden beads?
Yes.
Why do I need golden beads? For set of
Replace
10.
10.
Do I have my black and white beads?
Yes.
Why do I need black and white beads?
For replacement.
For replacement, yes. Now, do I have my control chart? I should have a control chart. Do I have an extra tray? I have to keep an extra tray for the replacement. Now, what are the steps that I will have to be following to start with my subtraction game is the next step that we have to work on. So, is everybody clear with the materials? What all we require? We can have a golden bead, we can have a silver bead, colorful beads, and gray beads, and the black and white beads. The goal of the entire subtraction snake game is you have to introduce subtraction to children. You have to teach them that you're taking away. So when you're taking away, what happens? You're taking away from what? From a colorful snake which is made of bead bars. So we have to take away that. So you have to visualize this entire process. Okay. So now let's see. This material has got some kind of a labeling. Now, whenever there are positive numbers, we have to use this black and white. When there are negative placeholders, you use this white and brown colored ones. For positive integers, you use colorful beads. For negative integers, you use white and gray beads. You getting me? For number 1, you use red. For -1, you will use gray, white color. Okay. How do I show that? Do I have it? Okay, let me see. Okay, what is number 2 color? Green. Correct? Now, what is -2? -2 will be that slight light gray. Number 3 is pink. -3 is light gray. 4 is yellow. -4 is that light gray. 5 is my blue, light blue. -5 will be light gray. 6 is my purple. -6 is a combination of light gray 5 beads plus 1 dark gray. Okay. So that's the reason you have this -10 bars. Can you see there for the negative integers? Right from 1 to 10, you will have those negative integers. Sorry, I have put -10 bars here. It is not 10 bars. It is negative integers. Okay. Can you see the golden beads on top? That is for the positive tens bar. Yes.
Yeah.
And for my, what do I have? Do I have a writable here? I can't write anything here. Okay. For my negative integers, I use a combination of light gray and a dark gray. So did you get the differences and the notations of what beads you're going to be using? Why am I saying that we will have a combination of positive and negative? You will get to know when we are constructing the snake. So far the material is clear. So you should have all the 6 beads in your material when you're working on your stamp game. Sorry, not stamp game. Snake game. Subtraction snake game. For addition snake game, you will use only black and white, colorful beads, golden bead bars.
Golden.
For subtraction, along with this, you will use the other 3 also. Clear? For positive numbers, positive placeholders, Positive integers for positive tens bars, for negative placeholders. Placeholders are nothing but for replacing. Amina, you're getting me? Placeholders are for replacement. Okay. So this is what we have to use. How do you set up? The first step, please note down. The first step, what you have to do is you have to make a label card. I would begin with a small statement. My first statement is 4 plus 4 minus 3. 4 plus 4 minus 3. So how should I do on this? What do I do here? Can somebody explain it to me? What do we do? So we had to first arrange all the positive beads, right? So positive ones. So I have 1, then I have my 2, then I have my 3, right? So these are all the colorful beads. Similarly, I would also arrange my gray beads here. Okay. I would arrange my gray beads. This is my gray color. Now, gray beads will represent what? A minus number. What was my problem statement? Can somebody tell me? It was 4 plus
4 minus 4 minus 3.
4 plus 4 minus 3. So when I'm
Minus 3.
constructing the snake, what is the color of my 4? It is my yellow. Correct? Yellow is number 4. Yes. So I picked my positive number 4, positive number 4. Now this is a negative number, right? So minus 3, is it a positive number or a negative number? It is a negative number.
Negative.
So I would pick from this gray combination. You're getting me now? Yes. So you have to pick from the negative gray color combination. Since I don't have gray here, I'm using black. So this is representing minus. Okay. Now what do I do? So I have 2 positive numbers and then I have to take away this minus 3 from that. So I start adding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. When I get 8, what do? I replace it with what? With black and white combination. Black and white combination is what I would replace it with. So I got my 8. Now I have my minus 3. So I have to take away minus 3. So I will count here. 1, 2, 3. So what was remaining for me? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 5 beads are remaining. So I will take it from my positive number here. And what is the color of 5? Light blue?
Light blue.
Yeah. So this is my answer. Okay. So all this will go back to its respective places. So did you get it? So any positive numbers, you have to arrange your snake by the colorful beads. Any negative number, you're going to be using your gray color strips. Okay. Now, if you understand this and if you understand the lesson very much in detail, once we go through the video of how we do it, you'll be more thorough in working on it. So we learned on the material, we learned on the uses, we started with a simple problem statement, and you can go slowly by constructing a snake. Now you tell me what is a problem statement of this snake. So it is 2 plus
2 plus 6
correct?
8 plus 8. 8 plus 8
Everybody write in your book. So it is 2 plus 6 plus 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8
Minus
4
4. Very good.
plus 2
Plus 2. Very good.
plus 3
Plus 3.
plus 1
Plus 1.
minus 2
Minus what?
no dark 8 I think 7 I think
Minus 7. Count. It's a combination of your dark gray and your light gray. Okay, so it's minus 7. Minus 7. Okay.
minus
Plus
7 plus 5
plus 5
uh-huh.
minus
Minus
7 minus
Minus
7
7. Very good.
plus 2 plus 1
plus 2 plus 1.
Plus 1. Okay.
that's
Now you all have your book. Start counting. Start counting the beads. Okay, let me take this. Just give me a moment. Let me print this. Let's all solve it together. Okay, you solve in the book, I will solve on the paint.
Ma'am, book.
You solve in your
No,
book.
this is
Okay,
my
okay.
book.
Book in the
Not
sense you
book.
drew, right? Now, if you don't want to make a snake, you just draw with me, okay? If you don't want to draw the snake, you draw with me. I'm just coming. Give me a second. I'm just drawing the snake. Okay. Ready? Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. Here we go. We're doing it manually. Okay. We're not doing it practically here. We are doing it manually. So what I have to do, I have to take my pencil. I start to count, right? So start counting, everybody. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is 10. Till here it is 10.
Yes.
So what should I replace that with?
Golden
Golden
beads.
bar.
A golden bead bar.
Golden
Okay, so I'm
bead
taking
bar.
a yellow color. Okay, so I'm taking a yellow color and I'm replacing it with 110. Okay, this is my golden bead bar, right?
Yeah.
Now start counting, everybody. From now, what should I do? I
1,
replaced
2,
it.
3.
No. Wait. What is remaining? Check what is remaining. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 was remaining, correct? So I have to
Purple.
replace that with. I have to replace it with
That color.
black and white.
Black and
Black
white.
and white. Don't
Fine.
forget your addition snake game. So you will replace that with my black and white. So I will have my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and one more with the white color. So I replaced all of this with that. Now this one, I have to subtract. Now see the next one. What is my next one? I have to take away what? I have to take away
-4.
minus.
4.
Minus.
Very good. I have to take away my -4 from that. So if I'm taking away -4, come back. 1, 2, 3, 4.
4.
I have taken away 4. So what was remaining? Only
1.
2
One.
was
One.
remaining. This was 6, guys. You can't see another zero
See
here.
a
See
half here.
or here.
Yes.
So it is 6. So 2 we have remaining. So this one will go back to its original place. Where it will go? To the black and white.
Black
So
and
where
white.
black is remaining. So where will this -4 go? This will also go back to the tray. Okay, so this -4 will also go back to the tray. Now this 2, is it a positive number or a negative number?
Positive.
Positive number. Now you add
3.
1, 2, 3,
3,
4, 5,
5,
6,
6,
7,
7,
8.
8.
So this is 8. Till here it is 8. So I replace that with my black and white 8.
Black and
Black
white.
and white.
Black and white.
Yes. So you replace all of that. So I will
White.
remove all of that with my black and white 8. Now just imagine this is my black and white 8. Now count what is this minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is minus 7. So if I have to take away this, so I will only have how many beads here?
One bead.
One bead.
bead.
One
bead.
So this will go back to what? This will go back to its black and white triangle space.
Right.
And this will go back to the tray.
Okay.
Correct? So what I have so far is only one bead.
One bead.
Correct?
Let's count.
Everybody, you're with me? One bead. Now start
Yes.
counting. So I have 1, then
One,
this blue,
three,
2,
yes,
3,
3,
4,
4,
5,
6.
6.
5, 6.
So I have 6, correct? So what do I
Yes.
do?
Minus
I replace it
7.
with my
Black and white.
Black and
Black
white.
black and white. What is the number?
Minus
6.
6.
Minus
6,
6.
Baba. 6.
6.
Now I have 6. Now
Minus
see the
7.
next one. It is -7.
7.
Can I
7.
take away -7 from 6?
No.
Not possible.
No.
Now is what? You will have your, you will bring this
Only-
golden bead closer. You will bring the golden bead closer. Okay, so you got the golden bead closer. And you have 6. 6 is what color? Light blue. Huh? What is usually 6 ka color?
Purple.
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 So I got my purple color 6. I got my 6. Now I have to take away -7. So this was 6 already. And one more bead I'm taking from the golden bead. So how many is remaining here? 9.
9.
So
9.
9 I have to replace it with my.
Black and white.
Very good. So I have to replace it with my black and
Black
white.
and
So I will go to my, this is my 9. I have to replace it with the black and white. Now add 2. Okay, so 9. From here, it becomes 10. Replace that with
Golden bar.
golden bead. So this becomes my
Golden
10. How much is
10
remaining?
bar.
1. So replace it with the red color. Then I have my one more 1. So replace it with the green color. So my answer is 12. Okay. So the answer becomes 12. So this is how slowly you will construct your snake game in the paper as well as in the book also. Clear, everybody? Let's do one simple exercise. Much before that, let me quickly go back with the same problem. So we did this and we got the answer. So it was pretty simple. You just have to do one replacement. Anyway, you find the gray numbers, it's always in negative numbers. Okay, replace all of that. So what did we do? What were the steps? We set up the snake. That means we constructed the snake. As soon as you constructed this, you got the number as 2 plus 6 plus 8 minus 4 plus 2 plus 3 plus 1 minus 7 plus 5 minus 7 plus 2 plus 1. This was a problem statement. So you set your problem statement. Now you will start removing the quantity. So as I showed you, you will start to take away the quantity and you start replacing if you're getting any other replacement, either with the black and white or with the corresponding golden bead bar. Now count the remaining beads and replace them with the colored beads. So this is the process that you're going to be continuing. Now I have one more problem. This is for your homework that you will do it. Okay. Tell me what is this problem statement? It is 4 plus 8
8
minus
minus
minus 9.
minus 9
And
plus
7
plus 7
7
plus 7
minus 3
minus 3
plus 1
plus 1
plus 1
plus 8
plus 8
plus 8
plus 8 then
plus 8
10
and
plus 10
plus 5 plus 5
plus 5
and plus 5
plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. Okay. Next minus
minus
minus 6
minus 6. See, blue is
Minus
always 5. It can't become 10.
5.
If it has to be 10, it should be
Okay.
a golden bead bar. So you can't have a 2-digit. This is what we did. We can't have a 2-digit number in your addition snake and subtraction snake while you're constructing. It has to be 1 to 9 only. So this is another problem statement that you're going to be doing. If you're writing in your book, use your sketch pens or color pencils to color the respective beads when you're making your problem statements and give it to children. Now, what is the next step that you do in your classes? What you do in your classes is always you will make more problems for your learning outcomes. You can make booklets for addition snake game. You can make booklets for subtraction snake games. So for how many children can you give this at a time? You can give it for 8 children. 4 children will be working on addition snake. 4 children will be working on subtraction snake. So 8 children can be working together, right? With different materials that you can actually have. As and when the child opens up this booklet, they will find series of problem statements and the child will start to construct the problem snake and they would start counting and they will have to find out the answer. This is going to be a fun and engaging lesson. So every booklet, you can have a minimum of 10 problems and a maximum of 20 problems. This is again your homework. You have to make one booklet of your addition problem statement, one booklet of your subtraction problem statement. The heading should be this. You have to make a snake diagram and you have to put that so that, the child understands, oh, we are doing an addition snake problem statement. This is what we usually follow in our classes also. Whenever you're making the addition problem statement, they understand, oh, it is a snake game problem statement. Otherwise, they can pick up any beads, any buttons, right? And they can also perform the addition, but we don't want. We want them to particularly use the snake game material only to make it. So that's the reason you can actually have it. This is a booklet. Now, what if the child has learned addition? Give addition, subtraction together. Once they are done with that, give them individual problem statements rather than the booklets. See, every problem statement in the individual one, if you're doing it, it should be printed with the help of a snake. Okay. Now, this approach will make subtraction very much enjoyable, and it is going to help our children to learn the math very beautifully. Easy for all of us. This is one thing that you have to do. Make strips, make smaller booklets, make a diagram. So don't be in a hurry. So when you're doing it for the first time, do it properly. And this is going to help your children to learn your addition snake game. So this is the exercise that completes your subtraction snake game. Clear, all of you? Yes. So if you have no further doubts, we'll go for the next material. Shall we go? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So this is one thing. The next one that we actually have is called our strip board. Okay, addition strip board, or is it addition charts? Can somebody tell me?
Subtraction strip board written here.
Addition. After addition only you will have subtraction here. Yeah. We'll begin with addition strip board, then we will do subtraction strip board. Okay. In between of these two, you will also have addition chart. So I will also help you with that. Okay, the next material, please note down. What we have is called the addition strip board. Okay, this is a simple material which we use to perform addition that sums up only to 18. That means the maximum add-ins can be 9 plus 9 is 18. You can't have 9 plus 10, 10 plus 11, 13 plus 14. You can't do. Because the sum has to be 18 only. I can still give my addition problem statements. Can I still give 15 plus 3? You might ask me, ma'am, can I give 15 plus 3? No, I don't give. Because my first addend should also be within 9. My second addend also should be within 9. This is the condition that we use it for this addition strip board. Even if it is summing up to 18, I can't give 16 plus 2 problem statement. Because I will not have a 16 number strip. I'll tell you why it is. Okay. Please note down the next material is called a addition strip board. This is the material which comes with two combinations. Can you see in the picture that we have a board there wherein we have numbers written from 1 to 18? That is your addition board. The strips in your blue color and the red color, these are your addition strips on which there are numbers written from 1 to 9. You will have 1 to 9 strips of blue color, 1 to 9 strips of red color. And in addition strip board, you will find one difference. Numbers from 1 to 10 will be written in color red. Numbers from 11 to 18 will be written in number color blue. And there is a line which is drawn after number 10. This is something that you have to identify. When we are doing subtraction strip board, you will find the difference in the boards. So when you're choosing this board in the lab, you have to carefully choose. Is it an addition strip board that you have picked, or is it a subtraction strip board? We had a couple of students losing marks for choosing a wrong board. Even though subtraction board also has 1 to 18, the numbering, the color differentiation and where the line is drawn is different in both the boards. Okay. So this is one thing that you have to have a keen observation on. Now coming down to performing the things. So this is what the board looks like. Okay. If you don't have the board, you can draw. Okay. And keep it in your book for your reference. 1 to 10 is in red color, 11 to 18 is in blue, and draw a line over here. Okay. Now these are the strips. Can you see here? We have blue strips and we have red strips. Numbers from 1 to 9 have been written on these strips. So together, put together, this material is called addition strip board. Okay. Now what do I do here? I'm going to perform addition using both of them. Now the first addend, say anytime if I'm giving a problem for you, 5 plus 3. Just imagine my problem is 5 plus 3. So what is my first addend here? 5. What is my second addend? 3. So when I'm combining together, how is my problem statement? It is 5 plus 3. So my first addend is always represented by blue color. Okay, if I'm saying 5, you have to always pick the strip of 5 from the blue color. Plus 3, it is a second addend, correct? So I will always pick the second number from the red strip. Do not make this mistake. The first addend is always represented by blue color. The second addend is always represented by the red color.
Red color.
Okay. Now let's do the addition. Now my addition, what do? I keep my board. I will arrange all the strips in sequence. Now I give the problem 5 plus 7. You pick the strip 5, you pick the strip 7. And where is my answer? What is my answer?
12.
It is 12. Can you see the number which is written on the board? It is 12. So this is how the children would learn simple addition. It's a very simple one wherein we practice addition of single digit numbers to develop the mental math skills and to memorize the basic addition facts. But what we need to always have understanding is addition is nothing but combination of quantities. This is the only aim that we as teachers will have to be aiming. And this is our primary objective. Why do we use this? If somebody asks, to combine, to join, okay, to help children learn addition. You have to speak out. The more you speak, only you will be able to do it. Now, what is my next step in the addition strip board? I can give any number and I can ask the children to tabulate. I can tell them, children, what makes a 12? Let's find out what all can make a number 12. So 3 plus 9, 4 plus 8, 5 plus 7, 6 plus 6, 7 plus 5, 8 plus 4, 9 plus 3. All these numbers can make up 12. So what was my rule? The first addend is always the blue color. So I take 3, then I take 9. What is my answer? 12. Then I take 4, then I take 8. My answer is 12. I continue. Now say the reverse numbers. 5 plus 7 is 12, but 7 plus 5 is also
7
12.
plus
But look
5
at the
is
addend there. 7 is a larger number, right? So this is what we actually help the children to learn about. So it's a visual learning for children. They get an understanding, okay, this is what actually makes up a 12. Through trial and error, children can make a lot of combinations and they can get into the answers over here. Likewise, you can give them what makes 13, what makes 14, what makes 18, what makes not 13, 14, sorry, what makes a particular number. You can give them as a table itself. Let the children record the answer. After the child knows the answer, you give them a piece of paper. Let them write down the equations by themselves. Usually we use the grid book, right? In the math book. Let the child carry the math book. Let them copy the problem statements what you have given into their books or onto the sheet that you have given. Let them write the answers accordingly. So this is what we also do in our addition strip board. So it's like a visual chart of addition that we give it for our children. Now, what is the learning outcome? The child learned what are the different combinations of quantities that I can give. So it is helping them to speed up their addition facts. So visually the children is able to sum up a lot of numbers, right? So this is what is there. So what all we need, remember, you need your board, you need the strips, you need the problem statements. Clear? This is our prepared material. So only after you prepare all these three materials, you start introducing this lesson to our children. What can you teach? Only addition, which sums up to 18. This is the only rule that you have to remember. Only up to 18. You can't have 19 as the answer. Okay, so that's the limitation of this. Now, to have more learning, we always support this with charts. You get this Montessori addition chart. If teachers do not want to do charts on their own, you can also ask children to refer to this addition chart, which is always available in your Montessori classes. So you can ask children, okay, children, today let's learn the addition table of 1. Tomorrow, let's learn addition table of 2. Let them do all of that. The more you give practice, it helps the children to actually do a lot of hands-on exercises. It is like a good thing. You can start from Mont 1 also. If children know the concept of addition, If they are learning the numbers up to 20 or 18, you can always give that. So it helps them. It is more on a guidance perspective. So they become more fluent in understanding the concept of addition itself. So this is the available chart that we actually have it in our class. We have two different kinds of charts. This is one of the chart, and we have this as another chart. Okay. So you have to first use that chart. Only once the children are little comfortable in using, you can use the skip chart. Okay. So these are the two different available addition charts that we can actually have it to work on giving. So the more you support your children to work on that, it becomes easy for them to memorize.